of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And Curry has it in the corner. Pass to Podziemski. From outside, off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Chauncey Billups.
Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Now, right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
First free throw is good. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
He's off on the second. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The Bad Boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Shots good by Butler.
Well, Jimmy Butler's three ball is just going to extend that defense, and now he's going to make plays inside.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamara. Outside, Avdia. To the middle, Butler with the steal. Here's the break. Pushing it up. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Klingon. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Curry against Simons. Now here's Green, guarded closer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On its way from Curry for 2. Avdia with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Curry against Simon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
And the first one at the line is good. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And Simons drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Pajemski. Curry looking it over. Green with a screen on Simons. Another miss by Curry. Portland trailing here. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
That free throw good from Avdia.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. I mean, this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
And it's tied up with that one. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Moody. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. He's been dominant over the last month. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a look now at a few years worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Draymond Green.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Outside, Simons. Back to Grant. Outside, Simons. Shoots over Curry. A nice shot by Simons.
The handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage.
Outside, Butler. Here's Pajemski. Defended by Avdia. 5 on the clock. Here's Butler. And just miss after miss right now.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a number one option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
And the first one drops. And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more, become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line.
And Grant drops them both.
Talk to most of the coaching staffs around the league. What is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
Here's Curry. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Portland.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Simons. Portland no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Green with a screen for Curry. And here is Moody. And Green gets it to go.
So much confidence in what he can do out there on the floor. Draymond blanketed that time, but on the inside finds a way to collect two more.
Pass to Simons. Going in the screen for Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Boy, Simons' athleticism so quick off the floor.
Here's Podziemski. Defended by Avdia. Green with a screen on Simons. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And Grant doing a great job. Just bounced off the contact there and then finished off the shot.
Here's Butler. Green breaking loose. Here's Podziemski. Avdia with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Simons against Curry. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. 8 feet away. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Trailblazers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It's time for the Here are your Blazer dancers.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Fifth is Stephen Curry.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
On defense, the Warriors trailing by 2. Inside, knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, averaging about 27 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
A nice shot by Simons.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths, just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Butler kicks to Green. Back to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pass to Green. The 3. Drills it from outside. Green's got 7.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Blazers.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
I like it when a lot of guys are committed to attack to the inside because it's going to get you to the line and they keep that up.
Free throw, good Butler. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Here's Peyton. The kick outside to Butler. And the Warriors miss again.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Pass to Henderson. Here's Sharp. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, also, anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
To end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Hield.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possessions. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Kamar is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Always those anticipatory moments with Scoot Henderson when he's out there playing one-on-one to make plays off the bounce. That's when it gets really exciting.
To the paint, here's Jackson Davis.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah, we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Healed against Henderson. Down low, Kamara. It's rebounded by Golden State. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 9-1 run. Healed, the pass to Kuminga. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers trail by 3. Murray finds Sharp. Good D by Hield. Warriors shooting 47% here so far. Payton looking around. Pass to Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Butler dishes to Hield. Shoots. And it's Portland with the rebound. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Henderson. Here's Sharp, covered by Payton. Sharp against Payton. Avdia kicks to Murray. Latrey. Rebound by Butler. Warriors leading by 3. .54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 9.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Henderson against Hield. Pass to Kamare. They set the pick. Avdia with it. Kuminga picks him up. Here's Henderson. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Look at Henderson embracing opportunity. Nice to see a rookie not avoiding the mid-range.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 28-point game against San Antonio.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Payton, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center, locking down the middle.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
Pass to Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
First free throw is good.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shoot.
Both good from the line that time.
Tell me the last time you watched Steph Curry on an NBA floor not have a smile on his face. He always playing with that infectious joy.
Pass to Kamare. Now here's Henderson, guarded by Curry. Outside for Murray. Shot clock at 6. No coverage that time.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Here's Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. Curry gets it to drop over the D.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Pass to Thibault. Curry against Henderson. And Curry pulls it down. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. 4-point game. And stolen by Sharp. Murray, the pass to Henderson. Six to shoot. Pass to Kamare. Poked away. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. Jackson Davis with it. Henderson defending. Now Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Henderson. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
Let's take a look at some numbers here for Henderson. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
No good on the free throw. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And the second free throw, good. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Hield kicks it to Looney. Golden State moving it around. Back to Kuminga. Hield sets the pick for Payton. 4 on the clock. Back to Kuminga. This one for 3. They get the rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Kind of a simple job for Looney out there, but he's willing to do it. Gets into the middle and fights for that board.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready, everybody. If you see yourself on the screen, show us your best move. Let's go. We have a dancer. Next. You have the camera on you.
Walker's checked in for Portland. Draymond Green is checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Henderson looking it over. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
To the middle, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Henderson. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
Probably looking for more of the same here. As we know, a deep bench so crucial to any team's success.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Walker dishes to Henderson. Pass to Thibault. To the inside. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Henderson.
Now, Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
Green with a screen on Henderson. Curry in the lane. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. Outside, Walker. Pass to Henderson. The 9-foot shot. And that one goes long.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Outside, Curry. And here is Kuminga. Green with a screen on Henderson. Here's Kuminga. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
I think this is a progression step here for Kuminga. When he starts to hit threes consistently, watch out.
Here's Sharp. Good, nice job down low. Sharp's got his second basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Podziemski. Walker with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Henderson. He's got 8. Murray left side. Now, here's Sharp. On the clock. Murray kicks to Walker. That 3 off the mark. And so Payton will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Podziemski. Tries the spin move. Back to Payton. Over Sharp. Payton can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 8. Murray the pass to Henderson. Sharp with it. Henderson with a screen on Curry. To the paint. Sharp finds Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, DA. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. Pass to Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. Now Hield. Defended by Avdia. Here's Butler. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Donovan Clingan.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
Avdia on the wing. Back to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Podziemski grabs the board.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Wasted no time on that one.
For 3.
Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Three-pointer, Simons. And the 3-ball is good. Simons has got 12.
Simons says hello. Great answer.
Butler passes to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense elite and leading to titles.
Henderson's checked in for Portland. And both free throws good for Green. Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
The Trailblazers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Free throw good, Simons.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Both shots good from the stripe. Warriors leading by 8. Outside, Green. Pass to Hield. Now Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Count that one. 16 points for Anthony Simons.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons exploding offensively here.
Hield with it from downtown. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Grant. Simons on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Now here's Simons. He's guarded closely, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Butler takes the 3, nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And Butler giving you the full buffet of the things he can do.
Grant outside. Pass to Kamare.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Simons from outside. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
First one falls for him. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 10. Henderson passes to Simons. There's 1:40 left in the first half. It's good from long range.
And Grant came into the league not being that consistent from there. Now he's a real threat.
Hield outside. Stolen by Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Pass to Moody. Butler deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Simons, the pass to Henderson. Here's Kamare, guarded by Green. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
Aiden Sharp's checked in for Scoot Henderson.
Number 17, Shaedon Sharpe.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Three-pointer, Hield gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
19 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Defenders want to get physical with Simons to try to offset some of his athleticism. It doesn't always work.
Three-pointer. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Golden State Warriors. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Golden State Warriors.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Warriors leading by 6. Avdia is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Klingon. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Donovan Klingon on top.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Curry. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. Curry with the steal. Here's Podziemski. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Curry doing a great job there with the pass. Of course, you're worried about the shot all the time, but a nice setup from Steph.
Shooting for Golden State, Podziemski at the line for one.
One shot.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Klingon. Grant outside. Clock at 6. Now Simons. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At all times he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
At the line for two.
That's good from Green.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
He doesn't get the second one. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match, the capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
Here's Podziemski, covered by Simons. Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simons has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Portland, no good that time either.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Trailblazers trail by 15. Grant outside. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 6 points for Denny Avdia.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Kamare. Kamare's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Simons. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Back to Curry. Five to shoot. Pass to Green from past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And how about we check the numbers for Brandon Podziemski?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Grant kicks to Simons. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you got to find ways to keep feeding Anthony Simons. Right now, this guy is on fire.
Moody with it. Grant on him. Moody finds Curry. Rebounded by Kamare. Kamare's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Simons. Pass to Grant. Here's Kamare. Simons with the screen on Butler. Here's Kamare. Warriors with the rebound. Moody's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Grant, right side. Outside, Simons. Back to Grant from outside the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
Like seeing Grant knocking down threes, especially when it comes in the form of getting revenge.
Butler passes to Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Offensive rebound. Another shot. That won't go. He's failed to score in 6 of his 11 tries from the field. Grant in the post. Defended by Moody. Warriors leading by 14. Now Podziemski. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. Free throw good. Podziemski. Blazers trail by 17. Grant outside. Back to Simons. Avdia, a screen on Curry. And it's Simons missing.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
On its way from Curry for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's 17 points for Stephen Curry. Inside, here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Anthony doing a great job of seeing the floor, and a nice dish from Simons there.
Butler is screen on Simon. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Kamare. Grant with the ball. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grant's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Butler is screen on Simons. To the middle. Butler kicks to Green. Out to Payton. Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers trail by 14. Simons surveying the D. Fires the three. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Payton passes to Green. He misses his first shot of the contest after making his first 6. Grant against Butler. Curry brings the double. Pass to Kamare. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Take a look at the Warriors. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland down 4 spots from them. Shaedon Sharpe's checked in for Portland. Scoot Henderson comes in for Anthony Simons. Warriors leading by 14. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Outside, Green. And here is Butler. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
To the inside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get up and move with your Blazer dancer.
And now let's find out which teams excelled from the free throw line in the season's second half. In third, the Warriors.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Green finds Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Stephen Curry hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 16. Sharp with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And no one questions Sharp's ability to put the defender in some impossible positions.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
The free throw drops for Sharp.
Sharp still trying to find some comfort and familiarity at the free throw line. Sometimes it takes some young guys longer.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green, and it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. And Sharp drops them both.
So far, you're liking the flashes that Sharp has been able to show you at this level.
Hield outside. Butler is screen on Sharp. Hield from outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Henderson outside. Pass to Sharp. Outside for Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Floats it up for Murray. Swiped it away. And here we go. Payton heading to the hoop. Now Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Butler. Misses the layup. Trailblazers trail by 14. Leans. That one a little long.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Jackson-Davis finds Butler. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And here's Sharp. He's got 6. Walker with the screen for Sharp. No good on that one. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 16-point lead. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Back to Butler. He goes up again, and the layup is good. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Murray outside. Pass to Henderson. No good on the 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Podziemski finds Jackson-Davis. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Deni Avdija. Averaging 17 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Avdia. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. On the wing, Hield. Henderson defending. Hield can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 18. Murray outside. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Hield on the double team. Henderson outside. Good on the triple. Henderson's got 13.
Part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Outside Butler. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Walker a screen on Payton. Into the lane. Short. That's good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Walker against Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler.
Always one of the hardest workers on this team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Trailblazers trail by 16. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
3rd team foul. At the line for Portland, Matisse Thybulle. 2 shots.
Free throw drops in there for Thybulle.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
That one is no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Butler from outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Kevon Looney. And it's Peyton in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Curry. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Curry's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors. Henderson against Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
That time seeing some determination from Scoot. So much drive.
Line for 2, Henderson.
And he makes the first. Trailblazers making a switch here. Reith is checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
And Kuminga is so physical. He'll get a lot of these.
And he sinks the second. Trailblazers trail by 17. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Back to Sharp. Walker with a screen for Sharp. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Walker's got his first bucket of the night.
A great pass on a pure talent level. Sharp is top tier.
Pass to Looney. Curry with a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Henderson dishes to Walker. Now, here's Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Walker's shot is off. Warriors leading by 18. Pass to Looney. Over Henderson. Curry can't get it to go. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Now Walker. Walker is screen on Hield. Hield on the double team. Back to Sharp. Jacks up a 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry on the wing for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Henderson. Fades and shoots. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
The first one falls.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Murray's checked in for Portland. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Both free throws good from Hield.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Pass to Henderson. Down low. Here's Reed. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Reed, shooting 1.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Pass to Reed. Murray kicks to Henderson. Portland moving the ball around. Now, here's Sharp. Fires, high post, and Curry pulls it down.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Kuminga, and the layup's good off the glass.
With his finesse and his power, Kuminga can make it real tough inside.
Henderson against Curry. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Walker's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Matisse Thybulle.
Ant-Man.
Simons on the wing, guarded by Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
In the paint, Simons really has to go up against it. Credit to him for sticking with that play and seeing some daylight in it.
Trailblazers, Anthony Simons taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Brent, of all the things I can ask you, I've thought about this one. What would you say is the most important thing a team has to do to be an NBA champion?
Kevin, it's pretty simple. Accept your role. And when that happens, stars will be stars, and role players will be there to support the stars in any way they possibly can. But to accept your role and to sacrifice for the good of the team, it's going to give you a chance to hold that trophy.
Curry passes to Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Kevon Looney on the inside doing a little bit of damage now.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Walker is screen on Curry. Here's Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simons has got 23 points.
Well, defense comes right at Simons inside, but he's staying pretty poised on that play.
Podziemski on the wing. Curry finds Looney. And here is Kuminga, guarded by Walker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Blazers ball.
So for the Trailblazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Murray. Grant comes in for Jabari Walker. And Abdia subbed in for Sharp. Trailblazers trail by 21. Pass to Klingon. Here's Simons. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Simons with the screen for Henderson. From deep. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Didn't take long for Scoot to grasp the NBA game, as you see there.
Simons against Curry. Shoots over Simons. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 29.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Klingon. Henderson outside. Curry with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Podziemski. Henderson defending. Shot clock at 5. Crafty move. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And Portland making a change here. Kumar is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Green he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody subbed in for Heel. Free throw good, Curry.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. Shoots over Curry. And it's Simons missing. Warriors leading by 21. Moody the pass to Butler. Podziemski on the wing. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the Warriors with possession here. Moody finds Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Golden State. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pass to Grant. Outside, Simons. Kicks it out to Grant. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And Grant, one of those players who year after year taking on more and more offensive responsibility.
Moody the pass to Butler. Here's Podziemski. To the paint, Klingon with the steal. Avdia. And it's Grant in the corner. And he lays it straight in. Grant's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Shoots from the line. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Trailblazers trail by 17. Pass to Simons. Here's Kamare. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. Moody's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Podziemski. Defended by Avdia. Green with a screen on Grant. Back to Podziemski. To the middle. Here's Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got 20 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Klingon. Outside, Simons. Avdia can't hit. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They have a 19-point lead. And here is Curry. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Simons. Back to Avdia. Fires away from outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
I like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. To the inside, Moody. That one good for 2.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Down low. Here's Klingon. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 18. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Moody. Now here's Curry, covered by Simons. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Grant, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Butler.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now Hield. Pass to Spencer. And it's off from 3-point range. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Henderson outside. Walker with the screen for Henderson. Back to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
Here's Henderson showing off his vision, creating out of that two-man situation.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Spencer, the pass to Hield. Cranes the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They